All right, here we go.
Welcome. All right. Welcome again to the Roland's Reviews YouTube channel. We are back. Big Al, Uncle Coon, just keeps on coming back like a bad rash. He's back by popular demand, and he's going to share his insight on today's topic. And I hope everyone is drying out. We're still, I think we're still receiving the remnants from Debbie. I think she's been downgraded. How you doing, Jeffrey? To a tropical storm. So anyway, we're hopefully, I think we're still going to get a little rain tonight, but hopefully it's almost over. Okay. Roll call. Florida, Laurie, Jeffrey. The rest of you who are here, I cannot see your name because you have not typed anything, but welcome again to the channel. Big Al, how are you?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I cannot complain. You don't want to hear it anyway. Yes, we say you have your own problems. You don't want to hear about mine. That's fine. And those, I forgot to share the video that I uploaded earlier with some of you. Florida, I think I shared it with you. But Tim Walz, I did a short video because Big Al put together a very nice video with some images from Minneapolis, of course, and it looked like a war-torn war zone, okay? Because if you remember, he just let Black Lives Matter and the George Floyd protesters just totally destroy what was once a beautiful city during the protest, okay? And so, how you doing, Jackie and Baldwin Birds? And so I told people, if this is what you want, because I know people are still trying to learn some information about him. And so, how you doing, Thomas? Thomas Garrett's here. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Hit that like button, everyone who's here, please. Now, look at the title of the video. Video has resurfaced of Jesse Jackson praising Trump for helping Black and minority communities. Now, I copied and pasted the video, and I tried to share it. You know how I share links up in the description box, up under my videos. And every time I tried to share it, it would not share. But you can type in, you can take the title from the video and type it in on Google, and the video will pop up. It's on C-SPAN, and I am going to play that for you. However, from the earlier video that I uploaded, I wanted to share something with you momentarily so that you will go back and check out the video that I uploaded earlier. Big Al, you know, we were talking about Tim Walz and his record in Minnesota. And we were also talking about he embellished a lot so far as his military service is concerned. What did you think about that, Big Al?
I think the man about to quit, man. They lighting his butt up. They tearing his butt up. He is getting roasted. But you know what, Miss Lee? Here's the thing. that I noticed about the whole thing. I've been studying this stuff for 8 years since Trump came down that elevator, right?
Yes, sir.
But the people on the left, they have to make up stuff. Have y'all noticed that? They have to make up stuff and make up lies and get Jesse Smollett and dummies like that to pretend somebody popped them in the head because it's racism and all that. But Lord, the shoe is going to be on the other foot because Kamala and this idiot right here, we got plenty of stuff on them, and it's all true. We ain't got to make up nothing. These people are rotten to the core.
Okay, hey, that's an excellent analogy that you're giving there. And if you listen, folks, I'm sharing this story here is because if you go back and check out, I uploaded a video maybe an hour or two ago. Kamala Harris' team quietly updates Tim Walz's military bio amid scrutiny. So if you go back and check out my video, I mean, he's something. And so now they're trying to clean it up. Vice President Kamala Harris' campaign team quietly tweaked running mate Tim Walz's biography on Thursday in a bid to kill off scrutiny. So he basically lied about his military rank, and he led people to believe that he went to war, and he didn't. The campaign website converted his official Army National Guard title from retired command sergeant major to served at the command sergeant major rank, a minor but relevant change that Walz has been called out for before. Walz failed to complete the required coursework for the higher rank of command sergeant major when he retired, knocking him back down to master sergeant. Now, those of us who are familiar with the military may say, well, it's not that important, but this is very significant. Tell me what you think. He served in the Army National Guard for 24 years and retired 2 months before the unit he commanded received notice that they would soon be deployed to Iraq. Walz later said he left his post to focus full-time on running for Congress, which is why he never served with his unit in a combat zone. Okay? So anyway, so a lot of veterans, so if you're hearing that veterans have been upset with him, this is why. Because other veterans have asked Walz to update his military credentials as well. Of course, he didn't do it, but right now they're tweaking it. They said, in other words, they're trying to fix the lie, including when he ran for governor in 2018. Two retired command sergeant major wrote a lengthy letter on Facebook criticizing the then governor candidate for embellishing. So I just wanted to share that with you. So if you go and check out my earlier video, it's going to all make sense. Now, you're probably wondering why we're talking about the subject matter that we're talking about tonight. And the reason is because you've heard us say a lot about the celebrities, actors, singers, rappers, athletes, I mean, just everyone. It was a love fest with Donald Trump until he ran for president. And remember all those years, Donald Trump was a Democrat. And so, Big Al, what would you like to say about that before we get into tonight's topic? I
got a story to tell if I can, Ms. Lynn. I was over student transportation at Grambling State University. Shout outs, Graham fam.
Okay.
And when Jesse Jackson was running for president, he came to Grambling State.
Yes, sir.
To do a speech, and I was in charge of picking him up in the minibus. Everybody remember the minibus, and so I picked him up and went to Monroe Airport to pick him up. And I remember how the Secret Service really impressed me that day. They were on it.
Oh, wow.
They blocked. They had everything blocked. We went down. Everything was normal on the way to the airport, but on the way back, every ramp, every side road, everything that you could think, every bridge, everything was covered with state troopers, sheriff's deputies, and Secret Service agents. And the Secret Service, they patted me down, checked me, and all that. And then the guy told me, he said, "You see that bumper right there?" He was talking about the vehicle I was supposed to follow. He said, "You get on that bumper, and no matter what happened, you stay on that bumper and you drive." You understand that? I said, "Yes, sir." Right. And we came on in, but Jesse was sitting behind me in the minibus, and they were talking. I can't help but to overhear it, but that's the first time I heard of Donald Trump, because Jesse was explaining that he wouldn't have been able to come to Grambling if it wasn't for Donald Trump, and Donald Trump had actually paid for all that. And so that's how I know who Donald Trump is. So all these people are trying to send me all this mess, talking about Trump is racist and all that. You say, save it. I don't want to hear it. I already know better. And if you do a little research, you know better too. But I typed in on the deal today. I sent the link out, and I asked people today. Now, when you find out this man is not racist, then what, dummy? What you gonna do then?
You sound like Fred, you big dummy.
Big dummy. Yeah, they ain't trying to find out. They can find out if they want to.
Yeah.
They don't want to know.
Some things are inconvenient, and people just don't want to know. They can't wrap their mind around the fact that they've been lied to. How you doing, Monique? So often and for so many years, they just can't emotionally. They just can't deal with it. And
they can't take it.
No. And this video has recently resurfaced. This was on C-SPAN. How you doing, Isaiah? And so, like I said, what you guys can do, I'm still having some internet issues with this weather. The internet's still a little shaky, so I don't want to play a video and it's buffering, but I will play the audio for you. And if you type in, all you have to do to see it is type in the exact same title of my video, and it will pop up because I'm just playing it off of C-SPAN. Okay, and I think it's also on YouTube, so you can do YouTube or Google, whichever. And I just wanted you to hear this because Jesse Jackson ran for president in '84 and in '88, and who do you think supported him? Tell him, Big Al.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. And
yes, sir.
Jesse Jackson praised Trump for everything he had done for helping Black and minority communities. Now, you know of any racists that have ever done that? Big Al, just tell me their names.
And then he gave him an office on Wall Street in Trump Towers, and he didn't charge him anything for it. Yep, sure did. That's his campaign office right there on Wall Street in Trump Towers. And then how many pictures? I'll tell you what you do. Go to Google and type in Al Sharpton and Donald Trump in the same thing and see what pops up. You can find 1,000 pictures of Al Sharpton and Donald Trump. Cheese, Sharpton cheesing all up in his face. You know. Yeah. I think one time I got one picture of Trump told, man, move back, your breath stink. Get back.
Oh my God, did he do that?
These people, man, they don't want to find out. They don't want to find out. That's what it is.
Right. And again, we can't come on here and make up information because all you have to do is Google it, and then you can come on here and say, what the heck are you talking about? How you doing, Sharice? We have someone new. Go ahead, Big Al.
They tell me to Google stuff, and when I Google it, I don't find nothing they talking about. I find something else. And wind up making another video. I appreciate they giving me all my material. The video in the last 2 days because they told me to Google some smart ass. I said, what is Biden and Harris done for the American people other than help the other countries? And some smart aleck kind Google it. Like I don't already know the answer.
Yep.
And so I Google that, and the first thing that pop up is where Walz, his stand on abortion, where they doing 9-month abortions. So y'all keep on sending me the stuff, your dumb self. I'm on here tagging people now, telling them to come on, bring your butt over here in this group of people right here and talk that noise and see don't you get your lunch ate. You ain't finna come with this group right here and bring that mess over here because it ain't nothing but lies. They can't even back up what they saying. And you know, Miss Lynn, and then you know them smart people that think they got them words that they can't hardly pronounce, and they throw some of that stuff on you, and then you ask them, what does that mean?
Yeah.
And then they go to the dictionary, Wikipedia, and send the that means they don't know what the hell they talking about.
No.
Well, y'all dumb.
Something. Oh my God.
I tell them every time we do it live, bring your tail over here. They cowards. They are cowards.
Yep. Facts. Go ahead, folks, please. If you're here, go ahead and hit that like button, that little thumb. It won't cost you $1. Right. That
Can I say one bad word?
No.
Okay.
Use a sub. Use a sub for the bad word you're trying to use.
Okay. Y'all are chicken shit.
Chicken poop or something like that. You see,
That
you
was
just
it.
sub. Yeah, you just sub a word in there. How you doing, Lee? Prince Pierre, how are you? And so we know people just make it up as they go. They come in here, and sometimes people are just trolling. They don't have a life, and they don't have anything else to do.
Miss
So
Lynn,
I just want
Prince Pierre be dropping dimes on them too. Straight facts.
Yeah, he's good. Prince Pierre's good.
Yep.
Lee too.
Yep.
Lee, you're fine, dear. It doesn't matter if you're late, as long as you find out the info. That's all we care about. And so let me play this audio for you. I'll be responding to your comments in the comment section. And again, if you type this in on YouTube, or what I'm playing is online, it's C-SPAN. And this is Jesse Jackson. This is, he started the Rainbow Push Coalition. And so listen to what he has to say. And then you're going to hear him praising Trump. Now we know as soon as Trump decided to run for president, well, we know that Jesse Jackson flipped the script. But listen to Jesse when he was being supported by Trump.
Relevant, extended. So in the context of this family of friends who in real sense are looking for how to make an urban development policy real, and you're a premier developer, what impediments are there between you and developing on the other side of Central Park, and what incentives would you require to make that happen?
Well, thank you, Jesse. First of all, it's a great honor to be here with you tonight. I think maybe before we discuss impediments, I do want to say this, and I think this is very positive. It really is happening uptown. It's starting to happen. Percy, who's been a friend of mine for a long time, has done such an incredible job, both physically with money and also psychologically on really showing what can be done. And I just want to thank Percy because he was borough president. He was borough president when I was doing the Commodore Hotel, and I couldn't have done it without him. He's just a great guy, and I love to see you, Percy. You look better than you did 20 years ago, I have to tell you. So you're doing something right. But it is happening in Uptown. And I have friends that, in this particular case, one white looking for property in Harlem, wants to develop property in Harlem. And this is something that wasn't happening 3 years ago or 2 years ago or 10 years ago. It just wasn't happening. And, sadly, one of the reasons.
And just so you know, this is actually from 1998. So, again, people were not investing in Black communities. Trump was. Okay, let me continue.
Is that it's very, very difficult to get land in other locations of Manhattan. And that's a sad reason to necessarily be going to other locations.
And land is an impediment on the uptown side of the side.
Land is very hard to get anywhere in Manhattan right now. And people are going to Harlem because they really see it as a new place to invest. I'm talking about the real estate developers and some very good ones in New York.
Yep.
And I think you're going to see a big renaissance. I think you're already seeing it. And it really was led to a large extent with what some of the work that Percy and others have done. But I think you're going to see a renaissance. And it has begun, but it's continuing in Harlem and in the uptown, as you call it.
The reason I press this case is that in spite of the accolades that Percy Sutton deserves after being borough president 12 years, he had to go to 63 banks to borrow the money to buy WLIB. It's a question of capital. Jim Johnson said to me 2 days ago, the esteemed publisher of Johnson Publishing Company, for 20 years he could not borrow any money. He had to use subscriptions to sustain the financing. So a fundamental question, while there may be some process in there, what is needed to break the impeding forces to pursue greenlining the red line zone on the uptown side of Central Park?
Well, I just want to preface the 63 banks. I mean, I wouldn't say the banks are exactly in love with me after what I did to those suckers. I mean, So Percy, I think that you're probably doing better. I think I might have had to go to more than 63 banks. There are things that can be done, and some are being done. I don't think to the same extent. If you look, I have an honor of having Jesse at 40 Wall Street. We call it the Trump Building at 40. This is now a 72-story building right on Wall Street, right opposite the New York Stock Exchange. And he's a very tough negotiator when it came to rent. I want to tell you that this man is definitely setting a new standard for paying low rent. But it's an honor. This is the toughest negotiator I've ever had.
It's called mixed rent.
That's right. I said, "Come on, Jesse, you gotta give me something." He said, "Nothing." I said, "All right, what the hell?"
Did you guys hear that? So he's such a big racist. Jesse Jackson talked and talked and talked, and he used Trump Towers rent free.
Mm-hmm.
I'll continue.
It's tough.
Yep.
But the fact is that building was built with incentives because the downtown, as we call it, the downtown market in Lower Manhattan has been given massive tax incentives for regrowth and rebirth, and it's really paid off. I mean, tremendous amounts of construction are taking place. I think that one of the things that you could do is go to the city and ask, and I really think it's important, ask for massive tax abatements for things that would be built in certain sections where you'd most like to see developed. And I will tell you that residential abatements and commercial abatements have a tremendous impact on construction. And I mean, I know all the taxes, and I know all the tax rules, laws, and changes. And I will say that the 421 program is the same program on Fifth Avenue and 57th Street, which is Trump Tower, as it is for Harlem. And Harlem needs more help than does Fifth Avenue and 57th Street. So I think one of the things, and really the biggest thing in terms of an economic incentive, is real estate tax abatements at a large level and larger than other sections of this.
You can manage your money, have lots of, these are your roots. What's your response to Trump's assessment of either impediments and the need for incentives?
Well, I would agree that that would surely help. I think that.
Okay, and that was all of that. Now I'm actually going to share where Jesse Jackson was praising Donald Trump for helping Black and minority communities. How you doing, Team Hazard? He gave plenty of Black businessmen loans because the banks would not, but he's a racist. Listen to Jesse Jackson praising him. And again, he supported Jesse with both of his presidential campaign, 84 and 88.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Now, how did my cursor get onto my iPad? All right. I'm going to have to turn this off. There we go. Now. Okay, so listen to this. This is Jesse praising him.
I now want to bring forth a friend who has, he is deceptive in that his social style is such. One can miss his seriousness and his commitment, but his success is beyond argument. When we opened this Wall Street project and we talked about it, he gave us space at 40 Wall Street, which was to make a statement about our having a presence there. And beyond that, in terms of reaching out and being inclusive, he's done that too. And created for many people a comfort zone when I ran for the presidency in 84 and 88. And many others thought it was either laughable or something to avoid. He came to our business meeting here in New York because he has this sense of the curious and a will to risk to make things better. And so aside from all of his style and his pizzazz, he's a serious person who is an effective builder of people. Last year, he was a part of our workshop, of our panel workshop on what are the challenges and opportunities. And so a year later, Donald Trump, for a few minutes, challenges and opportunities to embrace the underserved communities. Donald Trump.
Well, it is an honor to be here, and I was with Jesse last year, and we had a lot of fun. It was a little different. Jesse started off by saying most of the wealth in this country is in the hands of a few. And I thought to myself, is that a bad thing? What's wrong with that, Jesse? But he did have an expression last
Yeah, he
year.
changed.
I was just telling Roger. He had an expression last year, the wall on wall must fall. And you haven't used it today, and I'm very disappointed in this, Jesse, because I thought it was a great expression. And I heard the expression about 14 times, and then he came to me at the end of the session, and he said, listen, I want some office space in your building on Wall Street, because the wall on wall will fall. And I said, it's okay, Jesse, I'll make a good deal with you. I'll get you some space. You'll pay about $40 a foot. And he said,
you hear that? $40 a foot is what Trump was asking, and he got zero. And Jesse still had the office.
No. I don't want to pay 40. So how about 30? No. It was the cheapest deal I ever made in the history of 40 Wall Street. Is that right? He got it for nothing. He's a very tough negotiator. You know that, right? He's a terrific guy. We love him, and I'm here for him. And the snow came, and I said, gee, nobody's going to show up. And look at this place, it's packed. Well, I just say a few words. I mean, Wall Street and New York City and this whole region is doing unbelievably well. I'm building a job on the West Side, which is the largest job ever approved by the New York City Planning Commission. You see it going up along the West Side Highway. It's almost 10 million square feet. It's 18 buildings, and it's really going to be something. I will tell you, a large percentage of the people, and especially in construction, that are building these great jobs are Black and minorities, and I'm very proud.
But he's a racist. All right, here we go. Almost done.
Out of it. We have close to 25%, and I think the number's going up, and they do a great job. There are no better builders than we have in New York, and a big percentage of that is Black and minority folks. So I just want to thank everybody in the room for being here. I look forward to some questions, and then I don't know how we're ever going to build it today, because if you look outside, it is terrible, but we'll figure a way. There's always a way, and thank you, Jesse, and congratulations.
And with all of that wealth, Trump wants a free ticket to the fair tonight.
You can't.
So again, he's a racist.
Yep.
And this is what the media says, everything except tell you what he's done in the past. And how, Big Al, I have some amnesia. How did Mr. Jesse Jackson return his kindness when Trump decided to run for president? Please help me, sir.
I guess he said he turned on him, but I haven't really heard Jesse say anything. I'm sure he has, but he definitely, I haven't heard him step up and say that, Trump is a good guy. I really haven't heard from him at all. I heard he wasn't doing too good, but he's not supporting him, I don't think, because Jesse and Al Sharpton, kind of like tag team buddies or whatever. But both of them, they breath stink.
Team Hazard, you're absolutely right. And so Big Al, now Jesse hasn't said anything this cycle, but like I said, it looks like Jesse, last time he was in public talking, it looks like he has some cognitive issues. I don't know if he has some dementia going on. I don't know, but he looks like he has something going on cognitively speaking. So he's not really saying a lot now, but remember back in 2016, he was talking about Trump's rhetoric. He basically turned on him. Yeah. And so, because like I said, he's tight with the right Reverend Al, crooked Al Sharp Tongue. And so fact, that's right. Fact said, call them out. I am. That's why I'm saying this is how he repaid Trump. He turned on him. Now he's physically and mentally, he's not in any condition to do that now, but he did in 2016. Google it. It's here on YouTube. He was always making negative comments about Trump and his rhetoric and, white supremacy and white all of that. So
Yo, where the white supremacists at? Y'all seen any? Where they at? If they so where they at? Everybody having Zoom meetings. Where's the white supremacist meeting?
To tell you? I'll tell you. I'll tell you. You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
You want me to give you the name?
Yeah.
Kamala Harris.
Oh.
Next question.
Lord have mercy.
Next
I guess
question.
Jesse probably was
right. Yes. Yes, Lee. Kamala, I said it. If you vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Tampon, you may as well vote for the Grand Cyclops of the KKK. No difference. They're same policy to Biden, anti-American, Marxist, socialist, communist agenda. How you doing, C. Fryer? So, yeah, you wanted to know who the white supremacists are. I just told you. And yeah, Lee, it is sad that people allow themselves. And Lee, the sad part is a lot of these people are highly intelligent. They have degrees. But when it comes to their God, which is the Democratic Party, all bets are off. They are not going against the Democratic Party.
Mm-hmm.
Any of you who watched that rally they had in Wisconsin, those people were out there cheering. How you doing, Wee Boogie? I'm like, what the heck is wrong with these? It's a cult. I am going to do a it's a cult.
She got heckled too.
Yeah.
Yeah, those some people in the audience started hollering Trump.
She got heckled in Detroit. That was Detroit. They were heckling her about her stand on the Palestinian situation. Yeah, she was heckled. I'm speaking. How you doing, J.R. Meadows? We in the building. All right, DMV. Sounds good. The Outer Limits, please. Yes. Twilight Zone was better than Outer Limits. The original. We Boogie. Yeah, we forget. We do. And so I just wanted to share that with you because we've been talking about on this channel how prior to Trump becoming a Republican and running for the presidency, it was a love fest. As soon as the media, everyone loved him until he ran for president. The media turned on him, and all of these people who he supported, when no one else would support some of these people, Trump supported them. Go ask all those Black businessmen who could not get loans from big banks. Trump gave them the money to start their businesses. When they tried to give Trump the money back, he told them, keep the money and invest it in your businesses. But he's a racist.
And doesn't that prove he's a Christian? He understands that. The more you give, the more you receive. He understands all that. And he didn't take a check. He didn't take a paycheck when he was in office.
Nope.
He didn't take a check for being president. And was the only president to go in office and come out with less money. Everybody else came out with more money because they were playing the stock market and doing all kind of stuff. Donald Trump's net worth went down when he was in office because he was straight working. He don't take no bribes and do none of that stuff. So man, we gotta get it. We gotta get it back, y'all. But I'm telling you, do not let up because I don't think Kamala and Tampa and Tim, they're not gonna be that's not who's running. I guarantee you. Obama's gonna switch that thing out, and I think he's gonna throw Michelle in. I'm on record saying that. Y'all remember that. What day is this? 8/8.
He's working on something.
Yeah, he's working on something, I guarantee you. But look how he's playing with the people, though. Have they voted on anything? Where's the democracy that they trying to protect? And where does democracy at? That sounds like a dictator to me.
They're the dictators and projecting on Trump. They're the dictators.
I got chills then.
Yep. Facts.
These people crazy, man. They right. Satan pull up to my house and blow the car, and blow the horn. You think I'm gonna go out there and get in the car with him? I already know this job is kill, steal, and destroy. And you think I'm gonna ride with Satan? Man, Neil Robertson said, don't get in the car with with Satan.
Oh yeah.
When you vote
Yeah,
Democrat, that's exactly what you're doing. Riding with Satan.
Exactly. You're riding with the devil. It was a Van. You remember that Van Halen song? I think from 1984. Running with the devil. That's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing.
I never did like that Van Halen song. My favorite song by Van Halen was Panama and Might As Well Jump.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's it. I'll take you back now. I know all those songs.
Yeah.
This is something very interesting. Big Al from Maya Sisters. She says, I live in Wisconsin. Harris is only visiting Democratic friendly areas, and Eau Claire is a college town in Wisconsin. We know all the colleges and universities. They are nothing more than indoctrination camps, just like the public schools. So, yeah, that makes sense, Maya. Thank you, Maya. Yeah, she was heckled in Detroit. And Marsha says Trump got Detroit's hip-hop mayor, Kwame Kilpatrick, out of prison. So Trump gets black people out of prison. Kamala puts black people in prison. Trump is racist. Make it make sense. Another truth bomb. Make it make sense.
I got a question, Ms. Lynn.
Yes, sir.
How can Kamala Harris get on a microphone today and say what she's going to do for the American people, and she's vice president right now? She is stuck between a rock and a hard place because she can't make no promises because she ain't doing nothing now. If she make promises, they'll start throwing rocks from the audience. Even the people that like her ain't finna fall for that mess. She in trouble. And then she went and got Tampa and Tim. That show you right there. She can't make no decisions. I wouldn't follow her butt to the bathroom. But then again, anyway, go ahead, Ms. Lynn. I
know it makes you speechless because it doesn't. There's no rhyme or reason, and it's totally illogical.
She can't say nothing.
No, you haven't done anything for years.
Yeah, the border wide open, people waiting for the border now. And then we got people, remember yesterday, people in LA that work at the airport say they flying the people in at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's not the first time I heard that. They doing it on the East Coast too. Flying them in.
Big Al, I need to send you. I did a video on that months ago. They're flying people in. Who's paying for those plane tickets? The American taxpayer. Big Al, you need to watch my video. I did a video on that months ago.
I'll do it.
It's not new. It's not new. We're paying for that. Okay. How you doing, JMK? Big Al, go ahead and drop your channel link, please, sir.
I dropped
and those you drop,
I'm gonna drop it again. They messing with the channel because it won't even click on it.
It won't. Okay. Anyway, if you type in Big Al Boom, his channel should pop up. Yes, we boogie. That it's treason what they're doing. Treason, exactly. JMK, blessings to you as well. Yeah, any of you who missed the link that he's putting in the comment section, if you type in Big Al Uncle Cool, it will pop up here on YouTube. Let's help get. We're trying to get Big Al. Well, you're over 500 now. We're trying to get Big Al to 1,000 subscribers because he has some excellent content, and I can't do this alone. We need your help. Share his content, please, out on True Social, and your various forms of social media. If you're here and you haven't already, please go ahead, hit that little thumb, which is the like button. Please check out the video that I uploaded earlier. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Please check that out. And I'm going to see if I can drop the link from the earlier video. It wasn't live, but here it is. Check that out if you get a chance. That's showing you Brother Al, Big Al put together a video, beautiful video with some of the images from Minnesota during the George Floyd / Black Lives Matter debacle where he let them totally destroy Minneapolis. All right. So if that's what you want, and I say that in the video, I preface the video with, you know, you want to know what to expect from him as a VP, and then I share the video with you. And now you know. Okay. If you like communism and socialism and Marxism, well, then you know who to vote for, Kamala and Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's no reason. Everyone has the internet. There is no reason for anyone to be misinformed. How you doing, Johnny Mac? Where is the Democratic puppets? Johnny, I don't know. They're giving us a break tonight. They're not here, thank God. The trolls are not here. So we're getting a little break tonight. They'll be back though. You know they're not far. My sisters, I got notification about Latinos for Harris Zoom call. Yes, she's going after Hispanic. It's going on right now. Johnny Mac, thank you for mentioning that. It's going on right now on Dom Lucre's channel. Big Al, I forgot to tell you. Latinos.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna check it out when we get off.
Yeah, he's live right now with Latinos for Harris. So they're going after every demographic that they think they can get a vote from, and they've done nothing for any American. So now the Latinos are from, you know, the countries where they came through that southern border illegally. You know, they're trying to so they can vote.
Which Latinos are they the legal or the illegal ones?
I don't know. I'm hoping that they're legal, because the illegal, they still cannot vote. They're trying to push for them to vote because they want that vote, because they want to maintain.
Tampa and Tim passed a law that they could get driver's license.
And I know. So, I said that yesterday.
Yeah. So with a driver's license, then they let you vote.
Right. Lee, you're absolutely right. They're trying everything. Yes, Lee, if you go to Dom Lucre's channel right now, they are live. Because when we started our live, I noticed that they were live. Latinos for Trump. So they're pulling out all stops. Team Hazard. Rob Stornio from New York. Ben brought this up when he was running for governor in New York, how Joe Biden's party was flying them into an airport in New York, shipping them in the tri-state area. Team Hazard, I just shared a link. If you scroll, let me see. While we're talking, Big Al, go ahead and respond to them. I'm going to go ahead and drop that link. I did a video on this months ago where they're flying. Biden is flying. Illegal into the country.
That's not true. They've been doing that. They trying to get them in, and there's a mad dash for the border now. These people, this organized. Biden and Harris trying to act like they don't know what's going on, but this thing is organized. I said that a long time ago, because even if you look at the people that supposedly walked across, if you look at them people ain't walked nowhere. They might have walked across the border, but they got a ride to the border. Yep. Right? They had to, because they got on brand new clothes, fresh clothes, and all that. And as hot as it is right now, if you try to walk 2 miles, your shoes will melt on your darn feet, man. And you can't walk nowhere in this heat. And then these people got on Jordans. They look like we did when we was in college, man. They got a designer Jordans jeans on and all that stuff, and T-shirts and a backpack. Where did they change drawers? Where did they shower at? They supposed to walk 200 miles. Them people ain't walking no 200 miles.
No.
That's what I'm saying. The Democrats just lie, refry the lie, freeze it, package it up, unthaw it, and lie again. I can't believe the people. They just lie. You can follow one topic. You can refry lie. I need to get a shirt. You can follow one topic with them, and I guarantee you, by next week it's gonna change. 3 or 4 different times. That's all they do.
Yep.
That's all they do.
Everyone listen up. If you look beside my name in the chat, my very last post in the chat, that is the link to the video I did because the people were suing the Biden administration for flying these people in. They gave them cell phones. There's a special app, a secretive app that the people were using. Thank you so much, C. Ramirez. Look if you see that link right there, I just shared it. Okay, the title of that video. Like I said, I did that, oh my God, a long time ago. About 5 months ago, I did that video. And people were suing the Biden administration for spending millions. If you watch that video, I gave you the exact dollar amount. It was millions of dollars, plane tickets, cell phones. And then when people started asking about it, it was shh. It was a best kept secret.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So check out that video. That blue link you see, that my last post right here in the comment section. I've already covered that. I covered that months ago. Thank you so much, C. Fryer. Yes, I'm grateful for you as well for being here to support the channel. He said you also know the rest of the story. Yes, I'm like Paul Harvey. Good day. I still listen to Paul Harvey. Yeah. I love Paul Harvey. And so, I've been on this migrant situation from the start because my thing is, why are you doing everything for non-citizens and nothing for Americans? And I had a big problem with that. I had a very big issue with that. And so now you're out here, Kamala's out here running for president. You've already destroyed the country. Okay? It's already like we're living in a third world country. You just want to destroy the minuscule amount of country that is left. No. Lee, could y'all imagine if the Dems were able to get all the illegal immigrants vote? Lee, they're trying. They are replacing people. Americans better wake up. Yep. They have replaced Americans. They have jobs and everything else. We've been replaced. I mean all Americans. You don't believe me? Go back, look at the video I did on. They laid off 1,300 Americans in Perry, Iowa, and then they were holding job fairs, not for Americans, for illegal immigrants, so they can pay them lower wages.
Yeah.
Here. I can drop that.
Some of them getting pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they promised them a lot of stuff. They promised some jobs and all that.
Yeah.
And
let me show you what else they're doing. Let me go ahead and pull this up.
Yeah, they just stacked up in a hotel.
Yeah. Let me show you. Yeah, they're in luxury hotels. They're getting thousands and thousands. This lady right here was telling it. She was very upset. Since we're talking about it.
Yeah, they tired of eating McDonald's. They want some food. They tired of eating McDonald's too. They want some food from their home country.
Yeah. They didn't like the food that they were given. And so they upped the limit. I said, really? Come on. You can't make this up. The old people used to tell me beggars can't be choosy. I'm going to pull this up. This lady was upset because one of them left a receipt. She went to a bodega in New York and left her receipt there. And I didn't know this. So people to have a food stamp card, once they use it, the receipt they get has the amount that's left on that card. I can show you better than I can tell you. I watched this yesterday, and this is why a lot of people are angry.
Yeah.
So listen.
I got your big reason why you better not vote for Kamala Harris. This ex-post made me so mad.
Listen.
I need a goody powder because I have a headache. Why is it this illegal alien, this so-called migrant from Venezuela, left a receipt at the cash register in one of the New York City bodegas?
I got the receipt. I'm gonna show you the receipt. Actually, you know what? Let me just show you the receipt right now.
Can everybody see it?
I didn't know what her reaction was gonna be, but I definitely pulled up the receipt. So this was the receipt, and this is what's going viral on the internet right now. It said, my friend was behind a Venezuelan woman in line at a store, and a woman left a receipt, which is not abnormal. People don't want to take their receipts. I don't always take my receipt with me either. Even when I go to the bank, I just give it back to the teller and say, hey, can you get rid of this for me? Look at this S right here. I can't get EBT, and look at the cash balance. We'll let them tell us it's no help, though. The cash balance, if you look at that right now, the cash balance, the EBT cash balance is $4,400. The food stamp balance is $13,000. I've been covering the migrant crisis on the Millionaire Morning Show for over 2 years now. Well over 2 years. I've been watching them flood into the country. I've been aware of what's happening in New York. They've been giving them debit cards and credit cards. And they give them free housing. They give them school. They give them Medicare. They give them health care. They give them everything. And on top of that, they also stealing scooters and they door dashing. And so they compounding it. And so the American dream is very much alive for these migrants. And so I can understand why that woman was absolutely disgusted at what was going on. But I wasn't expecting her to hit me with the ooh-op shebang in the beginning, but let's dive into it.
Hold up. I'm going to tell you. Why is it that this heifer who has never put anything into this country, never worked in this country, never paid Social Security tax, never paid a property tax, never put into the IRS, never paid anything into anything, came here with her damn hands stuck out, came from country, wherever the hell you from,
when y'all stop being distracted by Meg Thee Stallion and you stop being distracted by the recent photo op of them getting fleeced by Russia and bringing Paul Whelan and home, then you can start getting back to the brass tacks of understanding exactly how these people are helping you, or are they helping everybody else around you? And what's the real agenda? Because nobody is asking an uncomfortable question. And then I see y'all in my comments and y'all want to go back and forth with me and say, oh, Anton, you must be... No. I'm Anton from Anton Daniels first. And in order for me to do that, I got to be America first. I got to be America first. I don't want my tax dollars going over into illegal immigration. And they asking the federal government. So don't think that just because it's happening in Chicago and New York and Denver and all these places, and they giving all of these money to this migrants, that it's not your tax dollars also because you don't live in these places. This is coming straight from the top, big dog. It's coming straight from the top. And they let all of these people in, and we don't want to put it.
Okay, so I've been talking about that forever. If you want, I can put that video. I can add it to the description box up under my video. So that's why so many people are angry. No one is anti anything. So that's the issue, folks. Hey, where are we here? I'm sorry. I know I've missed some of your comments. How you doing, Tammy? Big Al, thank you for subscribing to Big Al's channel. John Joyner, did you guys hear how much was on? How much? $13,000 in food stamps, and what was about the cash balance? Almost 5,000. It was 4,000 something.
Yeah.
So you can't take that money and give that to Americans who need help. No. You give it to people who aren't citizens. Why do you think Americans are angry? And you want 4 more years of this? Get out of here. Lori, we need to go to the southern border, all of us, and come in with everyone else, because I'm paying for my health care. They take money out of my paycheck every month, and groceries, and my mortgage. Yeah, let them pay my mortgage. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go down to the southern border. That seems to be the thing to do. Thank you so much, Tammy. Love having you here. Ninja, how are you? Megan Thee Stallion's performance was not a performance. It was a ritual. whatever it was, she had her there when she was supposed to be there discussing policies. And you see some of these mindless people clapping. What are you clapping for? And the country's gone to heck in a handbasket.
Boy. Mr. Joyner in the house.
Hey, Mr. Joyner, how are you, sir? Mr. Joyner's been warning people for years about this crap. Very wise man. He's been warning people. People just won't listen. Okay? And that's just where we are, folks. And that's why people are so upset. Because, again, Americans are struggling too. But Democrats don't do anything for Americans. Democrats discriminate against Americans. And they're the party that's supposed to be all inclusive and tolerant. They are, as long as you're not an American. Now, if you're part of that LBGTQ, all the alphabet mafia, they bring out the red carpet. All other Americans, you have to figure it out. They have nothing for you. And you want 4 more years of this. Get out of here. Lee, they're not clapping for policies. They're mindless. Oh, how you doing, Richie? Trump 2024 for tons of California Democrat voters. Yeah, support Trump. Yeah, California, you can't even, people are leaving there in droves. You want 4 more years of this?
Yeah.
How you doing, comfortably numb? I've never taken a dime from the government, and foreign issues have cost me everything I've worked for, about $300,000. Sorry to hear that, comfortably numb. I spent my life in iron work on television and radio towers. Oh my God, comfortably numb. Cool as ice. How are you, dear? That's one person that is one time. Trump is the Central Park 5 and housing discrimination and police immunity and Project 2024. Cool as ice. What Project 2024? What are you talking about, dear? The Central Park 5. No one says anything about the prosecutor. Okay. And remember, those guys, they confessed. So why is everyone still talking about Trump? How you doing, Allie?
That doesn't even make sense, man. The guy confessed. And I think I'm supposed to do some research on that. When did Trump put that article out? Because he said whoever did it they should get the death penalty. And at that time, everybody felt that way. But nobody's condemning the DA and all the people that falsely convicted those guys. That's who's at fault, not because Trump put an article in the paper. I mean, the stuff that people think about is ridiculous, man. You know, one guy, I thought he said, "Oh man, I could never vote for Trump. He dodged the draft." Well, I guess today, me and your last day, because I dodged it too. I ain't want to go. I told my mom I ain't signing up for that stuff. She said, "I don't blame you." I didn't even go sign up. When you're 18, you're supposed to go to the post office and sign up for the draft, right? Not me. I went to the skating rink.
Went to the skating rink.
Shit. I'm just telling you, I didn't know. I guess I dodged it too.
Yeah, yep. Yeah. That's all right. Ninja. Trump's father was Frederick Christ Trump. Grandmother was Elizabeth. Okay. Cool as I said, let's do research. Comfortably numb. I don't trust Kamala, and I sure don't trust Trump either. They would both unplug my life support for a vote. Comfortably numb. We don't want anyone to unplug your life support because you have a cool name. We need to keep you around. That's the best Pink Floyd song ever created. Or it's a tie with Comfortably Numb and Wish You Were Here. Woo. All right. Comfortably Numb. I don't blame you. War overseas is nothing for our freedoms or way of life. Good point, Comfortably Numb. We call BS News Podcast. How are you? I know 2 of the guys who was involved in the Central Park 5, and all I can say is this. They all were there, but not all took part in the crime. Okay, all 5. Okay. John Joyner, it was the investigator. That's right. John Joyner, Mr. Joyner lived in New York when that case actually happened. So he knows. And that prosecutor, that investigator, they tricked them. Those guys were kids. They tricked them. Yeah. Allie said, have a cigar. Okay. Comfortably numb. We trust you too, dear. Thank you so much. And so, and that's Mr. Joyner. Mr. Joyner lived in New York over 50 years. He knows about Trump and his record. You know, so talk to some reputable people, not these lying news agencies. Okay? Talk to reputable people. All right. Everyone who's here, please go ahead and hit that like button. Yeah, and remember, I know there was a guy who was in jail and he finally confessed to it, but those guys, they were teenagers and they did confess to it. But no one says anything. No one says anything about that investigator and the prosecutor. They were we call BS. Mr. Joyner was there when that happened. That's what police do when they're investigating, when they're questioning you. They're allowed to tell you lies just to see what you're going to say. And they're teenagers. Of course, they don't know. Dealing with seasoned detectives, they're not going to know what to say. Yeah. Thank you, Ninja. Yeah. Go ahead if you're here. Go ahead and hit that little thumb, which is the like button. And if those of you who came in late, please go back and check. We talked about Jesse Jackson and all these other people, athletes, singers, actors, actresses, the media. It was a love fest with Donald Trump until he ran for president. That's when everything changed. And so I played a couple of clips. Jesse praised Trump. Trump gave him, supported him on both of his presidential bids. Trump let him have an office in Trump Towers, free rent, but he's a racist. Come on. Isaiah, great podcast, my friend. See you tomorrow for your next podcast. Thank you so much, Isaiah. All right. We call BS. I understand that, but I personally know Corey and got firsthand information that was not privy to the public, nor was it put in the document. Okay, we call BS. Gina, how are you? Hit that like button for me, love. Roland, the song from Pink Floyd, Have a Cigar. Okay, Allie. Yeah, that song's good too, but my two favorite is Wish You Were Here and, The Wall would be close number 3. Comfortably Numb. Oh boy, perfect. All right. So, Big Al, what else would you like to add to this particular conversation before we let these fine people leave?
Well, it's just people lying, man. You know, they're just making up stuff. But I can't get over Tampa and Tim, man. If that doesn't show you that Kamala Harris cannot make good decisions, I mean, look what she did off the bat. She hadn't even got in office, and she come up with this guy for vice president. That ought to tell you something. I mean, I've been beating people. I've been tearing some people butt up with that today. They can't even answer that because this guy.
And be real.
He messy, man. He's worse than old toilet paper, and you know what's on that, don't you? That's how messy.
But you know what? Listen. We know Obama is pulling the strings. Come on now. Mm-hmm. Obama, she's just there. And she's there by the skin of her teeth. And like you said, they may pull her. So she's not going to say anything to what Obama says.
Yeah, I think they are going to pull her. I think they just made that little move so they could get that money and so they could keep that $250 million that Joe had in his car. And then they sold half of the, all the black women said they were going to boycott and they were going to raise up and they weren't going to vote and all that. So he took care of all that. And then he going to let them see, let them see how stupid Kamala is. And then I think they're going to run up 2 months to go, 30 days from now. They'll let them be president for 2 weeks. And then I think they're going to bring in Michelle.
Oh, yeah. Yep. We'll see. They're up to something.
Who else they got?
Right. That part. All right. We're almost have 100 likes. We're at 100 likes. Woo! Those of you who are here, if you have not already, please go ahead, sub up to Big Al Uncle Coon. He dropped his link in the chat section. If you can't find it, fine. Type in Big Al Uncle Coon here on YouTube and it will pop up. All right. Yeah. C. Ramirez. What happened, C. Ramirez? Since it's easy to message my wife on the chat instead through Messenger, Hola, Florida. I'm home. Can you send the child to open the gate so I can come in? See, Florida, let your husband in the house. Oh my God, I love it. We got to keep families together. That's what we're all about on this channel.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Comfortably Numb said Tim is an old MySpace page with Tim Kennedy. Okay, Florida, get your life together. Let your husband in. With all that rain down there in Florida, let him in, dear. Oh my goodness. Oh, Mr. Jordan said, yeah, that's the plan, Big Al.
Yeah.
All right. Big Al, I guess I'm going to let you give us your final statement, and we'll let these good people go.
Well, I don't have much to say. I mean, you know, we know that Trump is not a racist, but I think that's most people's biggest hurdle. And if they could ever get past that, then they could probably see the light. But it's just how bad the media has brainwashed them. They think the man is so bad, so they won't even listen to him. But if you're a grown man and you're trying to choose a president, why wouldn't you want to listen to both of them to see which one you should roll with? I mean, why would you sit up there? And you know, my daddy told me a long time ago, man, don't come here with that mess. What he said, she said. And just about all the pastors on Sunday, don't they tell you that before y'all leave church? Stop doing the hearsay. Stop spreading rumors and all that stuff. Leave that stuff alone. And so who's spreading the rumors? The media tell them that, and they, Trump a racist. Based on what?
Nothing.
But what are they going to do when they find out that he's not? That's what I'm trying to figure. What they going to do then? Come up with some more mess.
Yep.
They almost stopped talking about 2025. That's almost gone already. That's already played out. These people just come up with stuff, refry, repackage it, come up with something else, and they always got some mess going.
Yep.
Boy.
You know what they always go back to? They always go to, well, when him and his dad, you know, they had all those apartments and they wouldn't rent to black people. They always go back to that, which was standard industry practice. That's just how it was. Was it wrong? Yes. You're going to hold it against him until he takes his last breath. And his father was running the show for the most part. So he just had, but they won't let that go. But you're not talking about all these other people, real estate people.
Yeah.
It was standard industry.
Me and my sister was outside playing. We were about 8, 9 years old, something like that. And my mama hollering out the window, "Get out my driveway." I thought, what the hell is she? So people would pull up. We didn't see them. We was playing in the dirt, And I'm like, "Mama, what's going on? That's Miss So-and-so. Man, all she do is lie. I don't want to know it. Wherever she come over, tell her, get the hell out of my driveway." She didn't even let the lady pull in. She already knows. She didn't want to hear that. She said, "Whatever she come over here for, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Get out my driveway." She didn't even let the lady get out the car. These people crazy, man.
Yeah. So Big Al and I just wanted to come on. And like I said, when I end this video, I'll go ahead. If you type it in, you'll also see it. If you type in, those of you who came into the chat late, if you type in video of Jesse Jackson praising Trump, it will pop up. It's here on YouTube. It's on Google. So even if I don't even have to post it. Just copy and paste the title of this video, and you will see. And then as soon as Trump decided to run for president, he flipped the script because Jesse Jackson, it became a Democratic shield, a puppet. Right?
Yeah.
They have to keep they keep their checks coming. They do what their God tells them to do, they do it to keep the checks coming in. So that's how he repaid Donald Trump. No loyalty. They do what their God, the Democratic Party, tells them to do. The cult. That is the Democratic Party. Comfortably Numb said he's a crackhead. Okay. Oh my God, so late. I bought 2 live roosters. Okay, Andrew, that's okay. You can go back and catch the replay. Be part of the replay game. You finally saw the light. I told you, I think Jesse, I'm coming, Big Al. Jesse is experiencing some cognitive. I don't know what's going on. They're not really saying he's not in the best of health. He's got some cognitive issues going on. Go ahead, Big Al.
Yeah, I was just going to tell Mr. Joyner that I had some people call me Jim Crow. They say I'm trying to hold people. They say I'm trying to hold people on the plantation. Man, I almost cracked. I'm like, Lord have mercy. They don't even know what the hell they talking about, man.
Nope. Trying to get people off of the plantation.
The book. They call me Jim Crow.
Oh no. King Shaw. All Trump has to do is win 1 out of 3 states, and that's between Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. If he wins one of those, he got the win. Hopefully he wins 2 and wins big. Yeah. These kitchen table issues, people are waking up. Go ahead and hit the like button if you haven't already. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We're going to get out of here. I will continue to answer and respond to your comments in the comment section like I always do. Just keep looking out. Me and Big Al, we're just gonna keep on plugging. We have to get the word out. Those of you who are new, I saw several new people in here this evening. Please, please, please share this live stream out on your various forms of social media. Share out Big Al, Uncle Combs' channel as well. Help us to spread the word so we can get those sorry Democrats out of the White House and try to get this country back on track so we can have some decent gas prices, some decent food prices. Maybe the interest rate can come down. Maybe rents can come down. Let's get it together, folks. All right. Bye, Alley Cat. I'm going to send you some cat emojis here. And all of you, please stay dry. I think it's still raining here, but be safe. And you're going to see Big Al as well as myself in the next, either tomorrow or Friday. Okay. So thank you again for spending your very valuable time here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. And Big Al and myself, we will see you soon.